Tax season is here, and Jackson's Income Tax Service is open and ready to serve you. We've started processing tax returns now, so don't delay. Come in today and get your taxes done and out of the way. Yes, you can come in with your last check stub for an estimate or get your return completely processed with your year-end W-2s and other tax documents. The season is here, and we look forward to doing business with you. We can be reached year-round at 610 North Church Street, right here in downtown Dublin. Open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call us at 272-8681. Jackson's Income Tax Service, established in 1987, providing quality customer service and maintaining an ethical and professional tax practice.
Come to Jackson's Income Tax Service, where experience makes the difference.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Real Talk here on TV 35. I am your host, Pat Brock. And of course, this is your opportunity to take a sneak peek into Dublin-Lawrence County's teen court. And of course, the brainchild.
Well, thank you,
Miss Julie Drigger. How are you?
I'm marvelous. Thank you. How are you?
Doing great. Good to see you. Always good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be seen.
All right. And this young lady to my right. Hello, Ms. Kessler.
Kessler Holder.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Nice to see you as well.
All right, ladies, we want to know about teen court. We want to know about why it's important for our community, why it works for our community, and the teens that you have involved. Talk to us, Ms. Drigger.
Okay, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about how teen court got started. I was on Dublin City Council. I went to the National League of Cities in 1996. And Phoenix, Arizona was the place. And I went to a session where they had a teen court. And they had youth there. And it was a marvelous demonstration. And I said, that's something Dublin needs. So I came back. Mayor Bob Walker was the mayor at the time. So I came back to Dublin and I said, Mayor Walker, I said, Dublin needs a teen court. I said, I went to this session, and this is for youth that have committed first-time misdemeanor offenses. If they're involved in teen court, their records are sponged, and they get to make correction. I said, we don't need to supply the juvenile detention centers. We need to try to keep them out of that if we can. So Mayor Walker got on board, and the council as well when I explained it to them. Well, you know, the city by itself just could not do the teen court, so we had to get the juvenile judge involved. We had to get DJJ, Department of Juvenile Justice, involved. We had to get Family and Children's Services involved. You know, all the schools, principals, everybody involved, because you can't have it without all your core partners.
Right, you need those partnerships.
You need those partnerships supporting it there. And so we had to have the attorney session involved and everything because they were going to be doing the training. So Mayor Walker was very supportive as well as the council, so they all got behind me. But you know, I had to do all the work. Right. Which was okay.
Well, you've been a leg woman for many years.
For many years.
You have been on the battlefield for many years.
Many years, right. So I didn't mind because I love helping youth. And so they got behind me. We got the lady that did the training in Phoenix, Arizona. Mayor Walker was a pilot, you know. Yeah. So she had to come to Atlanta for a meeting in Atlanta. So Mayor Walker picked her up in Atlanta with his plane and flew her to Dublin, you see. And she did a presentation to the council and all the partners. To let them know how Teen Court got started and everything. And that's how it actually got started. And we've been working with it just about ever since. Kessler came on board in the 6th grade.
In the 6th grade. Well, share about your experience and share with us about what you do with Teen Court.
Okay. Again, my name is Kessler Holder, and I am the Executive Director of the Dublin-Lawrence County Teen Court Program. I started in the program as a 6th grader. So the very first year that Ms. Drigger and the council and all of the partners brought teen court to the city of Dublin and to Lawrence County, I was a student at Central Elementary School.
Oh, my Lord.
So, and I was able to join in as a juror. So I worked my way up. By the time I was in 9th grade, I was actually training to become an attorney for the program. So I was a juror, I was a bailiff, a court clerk, and then turned into an attorney. So as a youngster in Dublin, Georgia, because of Teen Court, I was able to fly probably, I think, every summer. We used to go to national conferences, and we were selected because of Ms. Drigger's connections in Atlanta. We were selected to represent the state of Georgia. You know, and people, a lot of the teens, you know, they may think, well, this is just Dublin. This is just Dublin, right. But there are a lot of hidden gems in Dublin. There are a lot of opportunities as well if they search for them, and there are events for the youth to do. So we were able to serve in, I believe we went to Minnesota, DC. We used to go and I guess we were protesting at a young age, and
you have developed young activists here.
Right. There's also, I believe it's keg registration. There's a lobby for the state of Georgia, and Teen Court was up there, and we were lobbying in high school for that. At the time was Mr. Will Smith as the executive director. So now, you know, what I did, I graduated from Dublin High. I moved away. Never in a million years did I think I would be back. Right. And I am back. I'm proud to be back, and I'm excited to be a part of the program that helped mold me.
Wow. And so you're living proof of that this program works.
It works.
All of the legwork that you have done to get it off the ground and where it is now.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. And you've even got people that have come from Douglas, Coffee County to actually witness what's going to take place today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what we're going to...
I want to tell you a little bit about this, too. The Georgia Municipal Association, GMA, came to us a couple of years, about 3 or 4 years ago, because we were doing presentations at the GMA about Teen Court. Okay, so folk got interested in the other counties and wanted a Teen Court in their county. Well, by that time, Dublin didn't have a Teen Court because of funding. We were out of funding. And we didn't have a sponsor at that time. So they called us, wanting us to go to Savannah and various other sites, Athens and all those places, to tell them about Teen Court and help them get set up a Teen Court. Right. But we didn't have a Teen Court. So I told the mayor, I said, man, this is so hypocritical. We can't do this. Right. I said, if we're going to train other municipalities about Teen Court, we need to have one here. Yeah. And the mayor, this is Mayor Phil Best, got behind it 100% and got all the other council members behind it, because we were going statewide, the mayor and I, training people, telling them about Teen Court at their request. At their request, okay. And so they set Teen Court up again, and we've been operating ever since.
For how many years?
Oh, goodness, when we closed down, it was 11 years. How many have we been? It stopped in 2007, and then it returned in 2014.
Well, we are so pleased, we're so proud of all the work that you all have done to bring this to Dublin, and we're hoping that from this show that the people of Dublin-Laurens County will not only see something that's pretty outstanding with these youngsters, and then of course the trials and that they're going to be trying, and of course to see the volunteers that work behind the scenes. And so we're just excited. We're excited. Thank you so much, Ms. Drigger.
I've got one other thing, if it's okay. Now, you know, when I get to talking, I know. Now, you see Mr. Anthony Jackson, he's been deeply involved in Teen Court ever since its inception. Wow. So he's been on the board all that time.
He's amazing, too.
He's amazing.
Great
he
family.
does a great job, and I don't know if he wants his picture taken or not. What do you think?
We'll see after this to see how he acts. We'll see how he. So there's many people behind the scenes that work work so hard, and you've got kids from Dublin, East Lawrence, West Lawrence, and Trinity that are involved. And so it's great that you've got the different partnerships too, because that's necessary. Not only for this this program to exist, but also for it to flourish. It's necessary. All right, so what you're about to witness, you're going to see some little snippets of actual court scenes. You're going to see attorneys, these young ladies who have worked very hard preparing their cases. You're going to hear their closing arguments. And of course, you're going to hear words from our ADA, Cheryl Banks, who's going to be the judge for these cases. So we're excited to bring that to you. Thank you to everyone that has a hand in it. We're proud of all the young people who have worked so hard and who are taking this very seriously and who have aspirations in the future to pursue law and public service. All right, thank you ladies so much for sharing with us. Let's get started with this court case.
Yes,
all right,
thank you.
A lot of the other companies were putting business ahead of the patient. And the main thing that we wanted to be a part of was to make sure that Integrity Hospice, that we were constantly putting the patient first.
They're there for you. They're there for the patients. And they want to do what's in the best interest of everybody concerned.
We provide a lot of services for both the emotional and spiritual needs for these patients.
I strongly recommend Integrity Hospice and everything that they represent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for you to meet some of the team members here for teen court here in Dublin-Laurens County. How are you, Brandon?
I'm doing good.
Now listen, introduce yourself to everyone. We want to know some things about you, okay?
Okay, my name is Brandon Cooper. I attend East Lawrence High School, and I'm involved in FBLA.
And what grade are you in?
10th.
Tell us about your family.
My mother is Brandy Knight, and my stepfather is Darren Scott.
All right, now, so listen, Brandon, so you've been a part of teen court for how long?
Since my 8th grade year.
Wow, and so when you first started out, was it what you expected it to be?
No, ma'am.
Tell us how your experience has been.
Well, it's been good, and it's been helping me make some good choices in my life.
And tell us about some of the positions you've held.
Well, ever since my 8th grade year, I have been a juror.
And how rewarding has that been for you?
It's been good because I plan to go into the law industry when I get out of high school.
Very good. Do you ever find yourself watching shows about law?
Yes, ma'am.
Like Law and Order or something like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever kind of critique how things are being done when you see it television style and then, of course, what you're doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And so would you recommend this for other teens to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very nice. So we're going to get to see you in action in just a little bit?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, congratulations to you for all that you're doing, Brandon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we've got two Dublin High School young ladies with us, and they're going to share with us. Hi, Titiyana. Always nice to see you.
Hi, Ms. Pat.
Share with us, darling.
My name is Titiyana Jones. I am a 9th grader at Dublin High School. I am affiliated with the Beta Club. I play tennis. I am a cheerleader, and I am proud to be here.
Very good, and we're proud to have you here, Titiyana. Now, this is your first time, like, with the past, 3 months you've been with Teen Court?
Yes, ma'am.
How has that experience been for you?
It has been great. Like, I really learned some things, and it makes me want to do better in life.
And what made you decide to want to even take part in this?
I heard my friend talking about it, and since I was little, I've been wanting to study in law or either medicine, but I've been very entertained by the shows, Criminal Minds.
Yes, yes. And so here it is, 3 months in. What position have you held?
I have been shadowing a defense attorney my first time I was here, and the next times I was here, I've been in a jury.
And how are you able to kind of keep keep things separate as far as like what you think, the judgment that you have in your mind about how a case should go and how you have to really think solidly about a situation?
I just don't say nothing.
And so do you ever feel when the courtroom scene takes place, do you ever feel intimidated or do you ever get nervous?
Yes, I get nervous a lot.
And so after a court case is done, when you can kind of, we made it through it, what are your thoughts?
I feel kind of relieved, and it makes me not want to make the same decisions others have done.
Very good, very good. All right, young lady, talk to us.
Good morning. I'm Titiyana Timmsons. I attend Dublin High School where I'm a sophomore there. I'm affiliated with the Beta Club, Drumline, Dublin High School Marching Band, and I do a concert band also.
Very busy.
Yes, ma'am.
And to add teen court.
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
belt. How long have you been part of this?
I've been a part of teen court for 3 years now.
For 3 years. So when you first started out, how were you?
I started off as a juror, and then I made my way up to a defense attorney my 9th grade year, where I have also been a prosecuting attorney my 10th grade year.
And so in that position, it's really a big responsibility for you.
Yes,
How do
ma'am.
you prepare for your cases?
We meet every Wednesday before the Saturday, and we go over our cases that we have, and we also meet with our clients, and we ask them questions to get a better understanding on the case.
Do you find that in the position that you are in, that it gives you a greater level of maturity that you really have to step up into?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so now we want other teenagers to be encouraged to take part in teen court. So if you all would give a message and give them a reason why you think that this would be something that would kind of really change their lives and change their perspective on things.
Teen courts, it gives you a second chance because you don't want to go to the real court. That's when you actually get punishments. Teen courts, they give you deeds that you should be able to do, and you can get that off your record.
All right. And so you think other teens should take part in this here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your turn.
I think you should join teen court because it gives you a better understanding of the right and wrong choices and the consequences that follow those choices, and it betters yourself as a person to let you know if you're going on the right path or not.
Very good.
But, yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're
This is Titiyana and Chastiyana, ladies and gentlemen, Dublin High School teens.
He is remorseful for his actions and takes responsibility for what he did. In order to help him learn from his mistakes, I recommend 30 hours of community service and one-page essay on how wrong choices cause severe consequences.
It is important to understand that when you are driving on the road, you not only drive for yourself, but for the safety of others as well. So the prosecution recommends 40 hours of community service, 3 jury sessions, and a 3-page essay on why not to speed. Thank you.
No license on person is OCGA 40-5-29. Every licensee should have the driver license in his immediate possession at all times when operating a motor vehicle. Every licensee shall display his license on demand of a law enforcement officer, in which Mr. W did not have his license on person. The next is speeding, OCJ 40-6-181. The maximum speed limits allowed. The limit specified in this code section was established as authorized in this part of the shall be the maximum lawful vehicle speeds, except when a special have to exist that lower a speed for compliance with code section 40-681. And in this case, he's in the school zone, which the maximum speed limit allowed is 25 miles per hour, especially when the lights are blinking. And at this time, the lights were blinking. He also is in violation of OCGA 40-876, and that deals with seatbelts.
%0 financing, and we'll just add it to your bill. Start saving today. It only makes sense. The City of Dublin Natural Gas.
You know, strange things always happen in teen court, and I have to be apprised, and sometimes I'm surprised, and sometimes I'm not surprised. But in your case, I'm surprised because of the fact that what she couldn't, the young lady couldn't read was the apology letter to your mother. And what it's gonna, your apology letter gonna be is, it says you will write an apology letter to your mother regarding lying by omission. And we have already discussed what lying by omission is, didn't we? Lying by omission is this. Your mother yelled out in court, she said it was a half a day that you were going to school. I had already calculated the fact that you got the speeding ticket at 2:54. So that means that you said by your own admission that you were on your way back from Eastman. So that means that you got out probably about maybe 11:30 or 12 o'clock. But when you was on the stand, you testified to the day, to the time at school was a whole day. That's what you said. You said school was in a whole day. And this defense attorney was trying to help you out because she came back to try to correct that, and you said, no, it was a whole day. It was a whole day. Your mother thought it was a half a day. She signed you out of school thinking that you might miss about 30 minutes of school time, but in which you missed a whole lot more school time. So you lied to her. You lied by omission. You didn't correct the fact that she had it wrong. You let her think all this time when you were out there that you just got a speeding ticket, and she thought that she was doing the right thing. But you were doing the wrong thing. I always tell people that while you out trying to slick your mom and daddy, something always slick you. You remember that, okay? So now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling not for you, I'm telling everyone in this room. When you out doing something that you have no business doing, because your mother would still let you go pick up the dog, but it probably much later in the day, and she probably went with you because of the fact that she wants you to get an education. Parents are here to help you get an education to make the most out of life. We know y'all want to do little things. We have no problem with that. But when you try to do little things, what happens? God has a way of bringing all the way back around to what? To the truth. So after all these months, the truth finally came out. Now your mom and I have looked at each other. I have not even spoken a word to you, but I'm quite sure today when you get home, she's going to deal with that. And then, to make matters worse, you went back and told your mama, you got me in trouble. She didn't get you in trouble. You got yourself in trouble because I'm a prosecutor and I listen to everything people say. I act like I'm not paying attention, but guess what? I listen to everything. And I was calculating times and everything like that. So mama didn't get you in trouble. Mama's trying to help you. And I want to help you, okay? We're here to help you, not bash you. We want you to be the positive young man that your mother wants you to be. I want you to be the biggest man over in Harrison County that there can possibly be. I want you to be the best student that Johnson County has, because one day, hopefully, you'll come over here to Lawrence County and run for a political office and give me a job. How about that? He's like, I won't hire you lady in a million years, but that's okay. Let us pray. Father God, we're coming for your throne of mercy to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity that we have to help Mr. W. be on his way. Lord, we ask that you put a hedge of protection around him, his mother, his parents. And Lord, let him be the young man that we all strive for. We know that one day he was going to be a great person, and we just want to be there to help him along the way, to give him the assistance that we need. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. As I say to everyone that comes through these courtrooms, Mr. W., go in peace and sin no more. Case is adjourned.
Hello, my name is Kenzie Clark, and I'm a 10th grader at West-Laurens, and I'm an attorney in teen court. I've been here for 3 years, and I started off as a juror. When I was a juror, I was able to decide what the verdict was for the defendant and be able to help out with the way to go on the right path. And as an attorney, I've been able to go one-on-one with the defendant and find out their story and how I can help them personally go on to their right path.
Hello, my name is Manny Martin. I am a senior at East Lawrence High School. Also for East Lawrence High School, I am in the East Lawrence Band of Gold. I am also the band captain there. Also, I volunteer at Teen Court as well as the Dublin-Laurens robotics team. For Teen Court, I started out 4 years ago when the program officially started back in 2012, I believe. And I started out as a juror and worked my way up to be an attorney. As far as an attorney, I do defense and prosecution. Through Teen Court, I have learned many things. One of the most things that I've got out of it was being able to come out of my shell. Like most people my age, some of us are kind of shy and we just need a push to get out there, and through Teen Court I was able to be pushed to be able to talk in front of people and be comfortable with speaking out and not so nervous all the time. And as far as my plans for after high school, I plan to attend college. I'm looking at Savannah State University to go to, and my career would be to become a forensic technician. So thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Price. I'm a senior at Dublin High School, and I started the teen court program about 2 years ago. And I started on the jury and then worked my way up to an attorney's position. And learning a lot about the government and how it works and the court system has taught me a lot, and it's definitely a skill that I am proud to say that I have now, and also just learning about different situations and how to address them. So after high school, I plan on attending Spelman College and probably majoring in psychology, but I'll definitely take the skills that I learned here at Teen Court and apply them in my everyday life.